Hey everybody, Motopoet 59 here. I want to talk a little bit about Black Lives Matter. When all the chaos erupted after the Ferguson, Missouri debacle, I actually looked into Black Lives Matter, and not to cause problems. I was just curious because I'd never really heard of it before. I just heard people start throwing it around, and I looked into it, and it's not an organization. I figured that it would have leaders and things, but it's not. It's just a bunch of people causing problems. Now I'm sure that there are people that are walking around with Black Lives Matter t-shirts and Black Lives Matter on their cars who really believe in that cause. But most of them don't. They just, something comes up, Black Lives Matter name pops up, and people start breaking windows out, overturning cars, catching things on fire, looting, rioting. You've seen the videos. I know you have, because I have, and I really don't even watch the news. It's impossible not to see these people. They broke out the window of a couple who own an optometrist office in Santa Monica, California, and stole their glasses, stole the glasses and the frames. There was no money in there. There was just glasses stuff. But they went in there, ransacked the place, caught the restaurant next door on fire to where the place was smoke damage. These people probably are not going to be able to reopen after, between the shutdown they had to do for the COVID because of the draconian communist measures that Mayor Garcetti took, that idiot. But you can go back and look at all the COVID-19 videos I've done. I'll link the playlist. But between the shutdown and now the senseless criminal acts and violence by people who couldn't care less about Black Lives Matter, it's getting to where Black Lives Matter is nothing but a catchphrase. If they want people to take them seriously, they are going to have to organize and have leadership and have guidelines and have people at these rallies that are actually in charge, keeping people civil. Because once they start burning and destroying property and threatening people and hurting people, that message isn't just lost, it is ignored. Somebody like me, I couldn't give a rat's ass about Black Lives Matter right now. After all the damage they've done, hey, I'm all for the cop that was responsible for George Floyd's death. I'm all for him paying the price for that. They said they were going to jack the charges up to first-degree murder, and that's stupid because it was obviously not premeditated. And if they try to charge the guy on first-degree murder, he won't be convicted, and the chaos will ensue. Once again, it'll be just like LA in 1994. They burned LA down. This time, are they going to burn the country down? I don't know. I'm locked and loaded. I know that. They better stay away from my house. As I said, the BLM, the Black Lives Matter, is just a catchphrase now. It really doesn't have any meaning. And I've seen some vendor on Amazon, and it's not Amazon selling these things, it's some vendor they have on there, somebody that uses Amazon to sell things. And you would not believe some of the things that on t-shirts that they're selling. And these are going to incite violence. You are not going to be able to wear these around people who really are racists. You're not going to be able to wear these around people who support police. It's going to cause problems. It's going to cause problems. And these Black Lives Matter protests, they're not protests. They're criminal acts. I did a video on that too. I'll link it as well. But back to the point, if Black Lives Matter, if that movement wants to gain any traction, they're going to have to get organized, get some real leadership in there, and start calling for peaceful protests instead of all this destruction. It's accomplishing nothing. All it's doing, it's alienating people like me. And I don't have a problem with black people. I'm not a racist. I don't care what color somebody is. Nice people are nice people and jerks are jerks. Doesn't matter what color they are. But I've never had any run-ins with black people in my whole life. I've stopped watching the news because I don't care. I don't care anymore. They're tearing things down. They're destroying people's lives, and they don't know these people. They don't know who owns these businesses. I guess they just assume that rich white people own them. But the optometrist shop that was destroyed in Santa Monica was owned by an Asian couple. And who knows? Who knows how many black people own these businesses, or Hispanics, or Asians, or Indians? How do they know whose businesses they're destroying? They don't. They don't know, and they don't care. And I'm not saying that the people who believe in the true message of Black Lives Matter support that. I saw a video where some white chicks were tagging a building with the Black Lives Matter thing, and this Black Lives Matter gal got on their ass about it. Most of the people involved in this Black Lives Matter thing, the problem that I really have with a lot of these people is that it's not just Black Lives Matter, it's only Black Lives Matter. They don't care about anybody else. Whenever somebody says, like me, says, I believe all lives matter, I'm called a racist over that. I'm told that I'm out of touch, that I don't understand. That, hey, I'm not going to sit here and be one of these idiots like these leftists and liberals who think like the people I said being hip, slick, and cool and being involved in but I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I know what it's like to be black, and I have black family members. I don't know what that's all about any more than they know what I'm all about. And it annoys me when I'm called a racist, and I know I'm not. It annoys me when I'm called anything that I know I'm not. But right now, racism is the big issue. They say Donald Trump is the problem. Donald Trump isn't out there burning buildings down. His supporters aren't out there breaking windows out and stealing. I watched a deal in Santa Monica where hundreds of people, they broke into a shoe store and were just running out with arms full of boxes of shoes. What the fuck are you going to do with all those shoes? I don't get it. I don't understand. And I don't understand why the people in Black Lives Matter, the people who really care, aren't organizing this, aren't doing something to stop this. Why are they not coming out and speaking out against it? But I mean, I've seen some black people at these rallies who are denouncing Black Lives Matter. They're saying, there's a video out there and this gal is just lining these people out, talking about how it's a joke, how they don't care about black lives until a white person kills a black person. They don't care about all the black people that are killing black people, and they don't care about any other deaths. They only care about black lives. Hey, I care about black lives, but I care about Hispanic lives and Asian lives and white lives, and I care about everyone's life. I'm a compassionate person. It breaks my heart, when I see these people ravaging stores and threatening people and engaged in these acts of violence. But anyway, I wish Black Lives Matter would organize. I really do. I don't have a problem with that cause. I really, really don't. I just wish they'd organize. I would take them seriously. They may do things and probably would still do things and hold ideals with which I disagreed, but I would still support them and recognize them and respect them if they just showed some leadership and some common sense. Let me know what you think. Maybe I'm all wet, but I don't think so. Like, share, and subscribe. Click on the bell if you want to be notified of future content. And we'll see you all later, hopefully not at some rally or in jail.